बच्चों, the question says here the angular velocity of a body changes from omega 1 to omega 2 without applying a torque but by changing the moment of inertia. एंगुलर वेलोसिटी हम चेंज कर रहे हैं और उसका टॉर्क चेंज नहीं कर रहे हैं विदाउट चेंजिंग टॉर्क. हम टॉर्क चेंज नहीं कर रहे, चेंजिंग द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया, चेंज मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया कर रहे हैं. नाउ the ratio of the inertial radius of gyration to the final radius of gyration is, तो हमें रेशियो चाहिए रेडियस ऑफ गायरेशन का ओमेगा 2 टू द ओमेगा 1 ऑप्शन ए में है, ऑप्शन बी ओमेगा 2 स्क्वायर इज टू ओमेगा 1 स्क्वायर ऑप्शन सी में है, रूट ओमेगा 2 इज टू रूट ओमेगा 1 ऑप्शन डी, 1 by omega 2 is to 1 by omega 1. For this we need to understand first the key concept. The key concept is here law of conservation of angular momentum. Law of conservation, law of conservation of angular momentum. That is I1 omega 1 is equal to I2 omega 2. I1 omega 1 is equal to I2 omega 2, where omega is the angular velocity and here I is a moment of inertia. Now the relation between I and radius of gyration is I is equal to mk square, where k is a radius of gyration. Can I say k is a radius of gyration? K is a radius of gyration. So I1 की जगह हम लिख सकते हैं m1 k1 स्क्वायर ओमेगा 1. तो मास हम चेंज नहीं कर रहे हैं, मास तो सेम है बॉडी का. सो m k1 स्क्वायर ओमेगा 1 is equal to m k2 square omega 2. Since I is equal to mk square, you have the relation moment of inertia and radius of gyration का यहाँ पे. Now हमें पूछा है what is the ratio of initial radius of gyration to the final radius of gyration. तो radius of gyration का रेशियो पूछा है हमें, that is k1 m will get cancelled here, k1 square upon k2 square is equal to omega 2 upon omega 1. Now k1 by k2 is equal to under square root of omega 2 to the omega 1, which is under square root of omega 2 is to under square root of omega 1, which is in the option C. The correct choice is option C. Hope you understand it well. Best of luck.